Long before modern agriculture demanded yearly planting, ancient civilizations harvested grains that returned on their own, season after season, without reseeding. Most were abandoned, but 7 survived in the archaeological record, in forgotten texts, and in living traditions. Ranked by their potential to reshape food security today, each tells a different story of resilience. We begin at number 7, with a grain buried beneath 3,000 years of soil. Number 7. Perennial millet emerges from the archaeological shadows of the Neolithic hill fields. In the Konya Basin of central Anatolia, phytolith and starch analysis from soil layers dated to 3,290, plus or minus 30 years before present, provides rare evidence of millet stands harvested repeatedly from the same plants. These ancient fields, perched on marginal terraces, reveal a system where perennial millets stabilized fragile soils and offered grain yields without the need for annual reseeding. The persistence of tillers, confirmed by microscopic husk patterns, suggests that early farmers relied on multi-year stands, reducing labor and minimizing soil disturbance. Yet, despite this deep historical precedent, modern breeding of perennial millets remains exploratory. Today, researchers look back to these ancient terraces as a reminder. Resilient food systems once depended on grains that returned each season, anchoring communities to their land through cycles measured not in months, but in decades. Number 6. Perennial barley stands out for its documented presence in both archaeological soil layers and medieval agricultural records. In the Fertile Crescent, late Neolithic phytolith and pollen profiles reveal a continuous line of hordeum species, indicating that ancient farmers managed barley fields capable of regrowth from persistent crowns. Centuries later, the 12th century agronomist Ibn al-Awwam described a 2-year barley that returned from surviving shoots, a practice preserved in Arabic agricultural manuals and mirrored in European farming lore. This trait stems from rhizomatous roots that anchor the plant and enable repeated harvests without annual reseeding. Today, grassland research stations in Germany and the United Kingdom are trialing perennial barley lines, focusing on improving resistance to seed shattering, an essential step for stable yields in low-input systems. While not as deep-rooted as some perennial grains, these barley varieties offer a blend of historical resilience and modern breeding progress, pointing toward a more self-sustaining grain agriculture. Number 5. Perennial rye emerges from the ancient grasslands of Eurasia, its deep-rooted stands offering a living archive beneath the soil. Archaeobotanical surveys in Yorkshire trace the presence of perennial rye to long-term agricultural complexes, where root core samples reveal fibrous networks plunging over a meter deep. This architecture not only anchors the plant, but also channels water and nutrients, supporting multi-year harvests without annual reseeding. Soil studies document a 6-year persistence for wild Sacale montanum stands, with measurable gains in carbon sequestration and improved water infiltration, key services for fragile landscapes. Modern breeding efforts have built on this legacy, producing early hybrid lines that retain a semi-perennial habit. These hybrids are under evaluation for stand longevity and resistance to lodging, aiming to balance the ecological benefits of perenniality with the practical demands of grain production. While yields remain moderate, the evidence points to perennial rye as a cornerstone for resilient, soil-building agriculture, bridging the gap between ancient stewardship and today's search for sustainable food security. Number 4. Perennial sorghum stands at the crossroads of ancient Sahelian agriculture and modern plant breeding. Archaeobotanical investigations at Geno, dating to around 2,500 years before present, have uncovered charred grains with thick, robust hulls, traits that match the wild perennial species Sorghum arundinaceum. While the full extent of perennial cultivation remains under study, these finds suggest that early West African farmers may have harvested grain from stands that persisted for multiple seasons, reducing the burden of annual sowing in a challenging, drought-prone climate. In Ethiopia's highland fields, oral traditions describe evergreen sorghum, plants that resprout from basal shoots, providing recurring harvests even as the dry season approaches. These living practices offer a glimpse into a system where resilience and labor saving went hand in hand. Today, the International Crops Research Institute for the Semi-Arid Tropics is building on this legacy. By mapping rhizome-forming alleles from wild perennial relatives and introducing them into elite sorghum bicolor lines, breeders are developing semi-perennial varieties that regenerate after harvest. Genomic studies have identified key loci responsible for rhizomatous growth, and field trials now focus on combining perenniality with stable grain yields. This ongoing work positions perennial sorghum as a vital candidate for tropical regions facing erratic rainfall and soil degradation, a grain rooted in the past but engineered for the future of resilience and sustainable agriculture. Number 3. Wild rice stands apart as a perennial grain, sustained not by modern breeding, but by centuries of indigenous stewardship across the Great Lakes. In these shallow, slow-moving waters, Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, and Menominee communities have managed wild rice stands through careful observation and deeply rooted protocols. Each late summer, harvesters guide canoes among the tall stalks, using wooden poles to gently knock ripe grains into the boat, leaving the rhizomatous root mats untouched beneath the water. This method, passed down through generations, ensures that the living network of wild rice regenerates each spring without the need for reseeding. The practice is reinforced by oral laws and taboos that prohibit digging or disturbing the roots. These perennial stands are more than a food source. They are woven into ceremonial cycles and trade traditions that have endured for centuries. Legal frameworks, such as tribal harvest ordinances and co-management agreements, now codify these protocols, protecting both the ecological health of the rice beds and the cultural rights of indigenous harvesters. Molecular studies confirm the biological resilience of wild rice. Its rhizomes store energy and support new growth year after year, with documented stand persistence exceeding 30 years in undisturbed sites. The result is a system where food security, ecological stability, and cultural continuity are inseparable. Wild rice broadens the vision of perennial grains, showing that enduring food systems can arise from the partnership of people, plant, and place, and from community governance rather than laboratory intervention. Number 2. Perennial rice signals a turning point in the pursuit of permanent food security. In the lowland paddies of the early Yangtze, morphotypes of Oryza longistaminata appear in charred grain assemblages, evidence that ancient cultivators recognized the value of a rice that returned each year from underground rhizomes. Today, the International Rice Research Institute and the International Perennial Rice Initiative are advancing this legacy through hybrid lines that blend the perennial root system of Oryza longistaminata with the grain quality of Oryza sativa. Field trials in Southeast Asia document a profound shift in labor demands. Perennial rice eliminates the need for annual transplanting and allows smallholders to harvest 2 crops per year from the same stand. Yields for the Perennial 2 line reach 1 to 1.5 tons per hectare over 2 seasons, a figure that, while lower than annual rice, is matched by a steady rise in soil organic carbon measured at 0.4% per year. The rhizomatous network anchors the plant through seasonal floods and droughts, stabilizing both yields and landscapes. These gains come with trade-offs. Perennial rice can face increased weed pressure and lower peak yields, and breeding for disease resistance remains a challenge. Yet the cumulative benefits, reduced labor, improved soil structure, and resilience under tropical conditions offer a tangible pathway for regions where food security and ecological restoration must go hand in hand. With near-commercial lines now in pre-release, perennial rice stands on the threshold of transforming subsistence farming, embodying both the promise and complexity of perennial grain agriculture. And finally, in first place, Kernza stands as the most advanced perennial grain ready for broad adoption. Bred from intermediate wheatgrass, Kernza's roots reach depths of 1.0 to 1.8 meters, weaving a dense network that anchors soil, boosts organic carbon, and stabilizes fields against erosion. Multi-year field trials by the Land Institute and the University of Minnesota confirm this grain's staying power. Yields begin around 1.8 tons per hectare in the first year, tapering to 1.5 by year 3, and settling near 1.4 by year 5, an uncommon consistency in perennial crops. These deep roots not only secure water and nutrients, but also foster aggregate stability, supporting healthier soils over the long term. Economic viability is no longer speculative. Kernza has entered specialty markets, where bakers and brewers pay a premium for its nutty flavor and environmental credentials. USDA-backed grower networks now span thousands of hectares, and released varieties such as MN124 and MN147 reflect active, ongoing improvement. Farmers report a 30 to 45% reduction in input costs, thanks to the elimination of annual tillage and reseeding, while soil carbon measurements show steady gains year after year. Breeders and farmers alike describe a crop that bridges ancient wisdom and modern science. As one Minnesota grower puts it, Kernza gives us a harvest, but it also gives something back to the land. Looking ahead, researchers are targeting higher seed yields and even greater resilience, aiming to move Kernza from niche fields to a staple of regenerative agriculture. The evidence is clear. Kernza delivers on the perennial promise: yield, soil health, and true food security, all rooted in a system that endures. Across all 7 grains, one truth stands out: enduring food security is rooted in crops that regenerate themselves, strengthen the soil, and require less from us year after year. Perennial grains are not a novelty. They are a legacy of resilience, ready to shape agriculture's sustainable future.